Hey y'all, welcome to B's Intuition. I'm B and I'm back with another General Collective Energy message. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I do cuss and I do tell the truth, so if you don't like either one of the two, then you probably should move on. I've already prayed over the cards and the energy, so we're just going to hop in and get this message. Please remember to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe, especially to those of you that are viewing the channel but have not yet subscribed. You don't want to miss out on the messages that God has for you. Also, please remember to take what resonates only and leave the rest for whoever it's for. Every message will not be your message. So, with that being said, y'all, let's hop in. Hope you guys are having a blessed day on today. Hope you guys had a very blessed and safe 4th of July for those of you that celebrate. For those of you that don't know, we do have a Patreon page. It is B's Intuition on Patreon. So you guys are more than welcome to join us. So there is a big tower moment that's getting ready to take place for somebody. And I don't think that this is, like a good tower moment. There is somebody, that's about to get like a taste of their own medicine out here. So, I feel like whoever this is, it could have something to do with hiding something. Or, like, this is somebody, that, like, tells half-truths, to cover up, what they're trying to do, you know what I mean? So, they tell a half-truth so that they can lie about, so, you know what I mean? So, basically, they can do whatever they want to do, you know what I'm saying? So, I feel like that whoever this person is, yeah, there's a big tower moment that's about to take place. At the bottom of the deck, we got, give me my money. So, whoever this person is, they could owe somebody some money. Somebody, could be about to, like receive some type of money back. Or, for those, that don't resonate with that scenario, this could be, like somebody that somebody, could have been in a relationship with or, like is currently in a relationship with. So somebody, could have, shown, like somebody unconditional love. They could have, gave, when somebody needed. They were there, to help when somebody needed help. They were there to be a shoulder to cry on, and the person, that's about to go through this big tower moment, they could have treated that person, like that they didn't matter. They could have, been telling people, like, like the person, that has, like been there for them, hasn't been there for them, I don't have anybody, they could have just been, like saying a lot of negative things about somebody or, like doing a lot of negative things about somebody. I mean, to somebody. So let's just hop in and see what's going on, y'all. Holy Spirit. Yeah, whoever this person is, they definitely, create a lot of illusions. This is somebody, that could create a lot of illusions, so like they can use it, like kids, so they could be like, oh, I need this money, because, my kids don't have food, or I need this money, because it's my kid's birthday, or whoever this is, I feel like they're codependent, or they could be like in an entitled mindset, or they feel like like the whole world owes them something. But whoever this is, they like to create illusions, and they like to create illusions to have some type of control. Give me another one, Holy Spirit. Yeah, the good deeds card flipped over. So I feel like like somebody, has done some type of good deeds when it comes to whoever this person is. This person, could walk around, creating illusions to people like, they've been, the shoulder to cry on. They've been, the one, that has, like helped somebody in hard times. They've been the one, that, has been the shoulder, for somebody, to or the ear, to listen or whatever have you. But I feel like whoever this is, they're about to get a taste of their own medicine. Somebody, is about to receive, like something good. So somebody, could be about to be blessed right in front of this person's face. And I feel like that whoever this is, yeah, I feel like that they're going to be told, like not to, like share their blessing, with like whoever this is. Maybe that's why this person, like sticks around or, wants to stay attached to somebody because of, like the good stuff that, like somebody has going on in their life. Give me another one. Yeah, somebody's about to learn a lesson out here. Somebody's about to learn a lesson. I'm also picking up too that somebody is being looked at as like a lesson or a blessing. So it depends on how you like treat the person. So if you treat the person wrong, then they're gonna be your lesson. But if like you treat the person right, then they could be your blessing. So I mean, we got the lesson card out here, so somebody definitely is about to learn some type of lesson out here for sure. So that's a part of somebody's tower moment. But the all-knowing card came out. So something about, somebody's intuition. Somebody needs to know, that their intuition is right. So whatever somebody's feeling, it's right. When I first started getting ready for this message, I kept hearing a part of a song. And that's why I, feel like that somebody's about to get a taste of their own medicine, because I kept hearing it's a song by Queen Naija. I think it's called Medicine. But the part that I kept hearing is my intuition never lies. So somebody needs to know that like their intuition is on point. Somebody definitely, somebody, could already know a lot, about whoever this person is. Maybe this person doesn't think, that somebody, like knows a lot. Or maybe this person does know, that somebody's intuition, is on point. Maybe they just don't care. Something about, the AM. Something about the morning time. So something, could take place in the morning time. Or something about the radio could be significant. Wow, we got angry at the bottom of the deck. So maybe somebody knows somebody's intuition never lies. So, or, somebody knows that somebody's intuition, is on point. So it could be causing, like somebody to be angry out here. It could be because, like they can't get around somebody, regardless of what they do, like somebody, still knows what they do. But behind this angry card, we got the Eye of the Tiger. So this is the third eye card. So somebody's intuition, is on point. Somebody's third eye is open. Why is this creating illusions here? We got calm. Somebody definitely is being told, like to stay calm. I feel like somebody, somebody doesn't have to do anything, so maybe that's what somebody feels like, somebody don't have to, go, to, a psychic, or, like somebody doesn't have to get tarot card readings, like to know what's going on. Because somebody, could have their own psychic abilities, like somebody's intuition is on point. Somebody's third eye, it's open. But whatever's going on, I feel like that somebody, is being told, like to remain calm out here. Because everything is going to, like turn out in their favor. I feel like somebody needs to know that, regardless, of how, like somebody or some people have treated somebody has still done, the godly thing, like somebody, has still done something good, for whoever these people are, Why is a good deed here? Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a C. Too many. But we got the fork in the road. So somebody, could be at a fork in the road, or they're about to be, at a fork in the road. Something about, somebody, like making some type of decision. I feel like if somebody, has to make some type of decision, I feel like somebody needs to remain calm when making this decision. And somebody doesn't need to make, like this decision out of fear. Give me another one. Yeah, somebody's angry out here. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with an A. Something about, Cash App. So I don't know, if somebody is creating illusions, can you send me $100 on Cash App, because I gotta get a new tire. Can you send me on Cash? I don't know. Somebody, it's giving me the energy of a user out here. But somebody definitely, is angry. Whoever this person is, they could, literally be thinking, that one, they're outsmarting somebody, and two, that they're teaching somebody a lesson. But I feel like like whoever this is, they're the student. And whoever this is that is being asked to be calm, like they're the teacher. So either, like somebody, is a lesson or a blessing. The disappointed card fell out. So somebody, could be, disappointed in somebody. So maybe, like somebody has expressed their disappointment, and instead of somebody, validating somebody's feelings, they try to get angry, and like invalidate somebody's feelings. And I don't know. It's giving me narcissistic tendencies. Give me one more. Oh, somebody's angry because they're not soaring over their haters. The soaring over the haters card came out in the reverse. Whoever this is, they could be mad, you know what I mean? Because they feel like that somebody, is beneath them. Or, they feel like that somebody, shouldn't be, like in the position that they're in. So whoever this person is, they could have some type of hidden resentment for somebody. Maybe somebody, well, I feel like somebody does know it. This is somebody, that, they have some type of inner conflict that definitely, makes, like their decision making difficult. I feel like whoever this person is, maybe they're angry because somebody doesn't have conflict, with, with the inner selves, you know what I mean? Because somebody, they know how to, like make difficult decisions out here. Somebody definitely, could have jealousy issues out here. Or somebody, is trying to, like play, like the jealousy game. Yeah, we got smoke and mirrors. So somebody's about to learn a lesson about, being fooled by appearances. But somebody, is being told not to be fooled by appearances out here. Maybe somebody judged a book by its cover. Something about, cultural differences as well. So there could be some type of cultural differences between, like two people, or, between, like a lot of people. There could be, multiple people, that could be, like in somebody's ear out here. You could be saying the angel number 911 a lot. I don't know. 911 could be called, somebody definitely, could get locked up out here. That's for sure. That could have something to do, with the big tower moment that's about to take place. But there's somebody, that, they could be trying to teach somebody a lesson when they need to be learning, like some type of lesson out here. But going back to, like the cultural differences, people being in somebody's ear. So whoever this is, they could be telling people, like, oh, they don't want me to be around you all, or, they're trying to keep me, from my family and woo yada yada. But I feel like at the end of the day, whoever this person is, their intuition ain't on point. Their third eye ain't open, If they have the gift of discernment, they ain't using it. So, they could be around a whole lot of people, that, like, really don't care about them. And maybe somebody, was trying to, get this person to understand, that, like, if they're your family, then, why are you, coming to me asking me for money for food? Or, if they're your family, if they love you so much, then why, do they leave you without electricity? I don't know. Somebody, could just be angry, because somebody, could be, like speaking facts, speaking truth. got confession. So somebody, you know, could be about to, you know, like confess their true feelings to somebody. But I don't like it on top of, you know, the creating illusions card. So somebody, you know, could, yeah, like they could come in, you know, you know, like trying to, you know, like, you know, make light of a situation. You know what I mean? Like creating illusions like, oh, I had to go, you know, because my mom was in the hospital, or, oh, I had to, you know, do this, you know what I mean? Trying to make excuses, you know, for why, you know, they were creating illusions, or why, you know, they did what they did. But there could be somebody, you know, that could be angry because they could be getting a dose of their own medicine. So this could be like, excuse me, y'all, an ex-lover or a current lover, you know? So yeah. They didn't, you know, respect their partner. They didn't, you know, give attention to their partner. You know, they didn't, you know, do what they were supposed to do, you know, when they were in a relationship. So there could be somebody, you know, that, yeah, is about to, you know, confess their true feelings for somebody. But yeah, there is somebody that likes to tell half-truths. There are some facts that haven't been fully revealed out here. So somebody, you know, could be angry because, yeah, somebody's speaking facts. And it could be the facts, you know, that, yeah, weren't revealed. Yeah, somebody, yeah, definitely, yeah, could be giving somebody, you know, like mixed signals out here. Yeah, the signals from somebody are unclear and confusing. Yep. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to learn some type of lesson. Something about, yeah, at a stoplight. So something could take place at a stoplight. Or somebody, you know, yeah, they've been, you know, like missing some type of signs, you know. So there could have been some signs that could have been, you know, being waved in somebody's face, you know. And yeah, like somebody has been missing them. I don't know, somebody, you know, has been, yeah, like not paying attention to some type of red flags. But we got trust the process at the bottom of the deck. So somebody, you know, is being told to trust the process when it comes, you know, like to their life in general. Yeah, we got past life echoes. So whoever this is, you know, they could be somebody from somebody's past life. Or some yeah, or this connection, or, you know, like some type of connection, or some feelings, you know, could feel like echoes from a past life. Or, you know, like, yeah, like a connection, you know, could feel like, you know, like a connection, you know, like that somebody could have had in the past. So, you know, like somebody, you know, could have, you know, ended something with somebody, you know, that had narcissistic tendencies, you know, yeah, and then they get in another, you know, situationship, you know, and then, yeah, they feel like that, you know, that person, you know, still, you know, carries those, you know, narcissistic traits. So, you know, there could be, you know, like whoever this is being told, you know, to remain calm. They could be, you know, like learning some type of lesson. So, you know, if they're choosing, you know, to deal with, you know, the same type of people, then, you know, that would literally, yeah, be repeating a cycle. So, you know, with that being said, you know, like somebody, you know, could be learning a lesson, you know, about, you know, like repeating a cycle, or, you know, like choosing, you know, like the same type of people. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be angry because somebody, you know, could be spreading positivity out here. But, you know, when it comes to this tower moment, you know, when it comes to somebody, you know, about to learn a lesson, get a taste of their own medicine, yeah, somebody's just is being told, yeah, to remain calm, you know, do what they've been doing, you know, and yeah, keep radiating, you know, positive energy and keep influencing people. Somebody, you know, could be a you know, like an influencer out here. Yeah, somebody definitely is holding back some information out here. There definitely, yeah, could be somebody, you know, that feels like that somebody, you know, is holding back information from them. So somebody, you know, could want to know, you know, like how somebody knows, you know, my next move, or how somebody knows, you know, what I'm going to do, or how somebody knows that I'm telling, you know, like half truths. I mean, it really doesn't, you know, take somebody, you know, that's intuition is on point, or, you know, like somebody's third eye's open to know when, you know, like a person is telling, you know, like a half truth, you know. They don't take a rocket scientist. But yeah, There is somebody that's not being, fully open with somebody. We got attachment issues. So somebody, could have attachment issues out here. Somebody could either have, like excessive attachment issues, or, like they could have, they could be fearful, of some stuff. This could be, this could have something to do with, like the past. So maybe somebody's fearful, of, I feel like somebody is, they're scared. But they come off, like that they're not scared. They come off, like, they're ready. They come off, like that they're really committal, but somebody, could be scared of commitment. But somebody definitely, could have attachment issues. So, we got the real story. So, the true story will come to the light. So, somebody, could be, about to, like receive a dose of their own medicine, So, they think, that the truth, stays in the dark, Nah, what's done in the dark comes to the light. Somebody, could possibly, want to bring some roses or send somebody some roses, to try to, soften the blow, of what, could be about to take place. Or, they could soften, want to bring in some type of gift, some type of roses, some type of flowers, to, like, like to, to ensure, that somebody's in this calm energy, Because I feel like whoever this is, they know, you know what I mean? Or they're about to find out, what's done in the dark comes to the light. Whoever this is, they could be, causing confusion. They could be trying to, like cause somebody to be confused. I don't know. Somebody, could, be under, like a spell or 2 or 3 or 7. Somebody, definitely, could have many options out here. Yep. Somebody could be a Cancer or a Leo. We are in Cancer season. Somebody's life path could be the life path number 7. Yeah, we got the 6 of Cups. So somebody, is not being fully open with them, and it has something to do with their past. For somebody, it could have something to do, with a child, and like their child's mother. Yeah, somebody could be a Gemini or a Cancer. Yeah, heavy Cancer energy. So this is going on now. Somebody could be born in 1976 or 1967. But somebody definitely, like could be, like playing like, like they're single out here. Yeah, somebody could be born in 1969 or 1996. Yeah, somebody definitely has a Cancer, heavy Cancer out here. But somebody definitely, could be, like in a whole relationship, but trying to, but they operate like they're single. There could be somebody, that, like, there could be a reason why, they choose to be single. It could be, it could have something to do, like with the past. But whoever this is in this 9 of Pentacles energy. I feel like they're very independent out here. So I don't know, if like somebody's trying to say, that whoever this is, has attachment issues or whatever have you. But look, they're standing alone. So at the end of the day, I don't know, maybe this person is angry, because, they can't stand alone. They can't stand on their own 10, they can't stand on their own 2 feet, their own 10 toes out here. Maybe that's what somebody's about to learn, how to stand on their own, or that's a lesson, that, like somebody, could be having to teach somebody. But we got the Queen of Swords behind the 9 of Pentacles. So somebody, could be a true speaker, somebody, speaks facts. Mm-hmm. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah, we got the Two of Pentacles. Somebody could be born in 1962. Somebody could be 26 years old. Somebody could be Aquarius, Pisces, Cusper, Pisces in general. Mm-hmm. Somebody don't know what to do. Or there could be somebody, you know, that could be juggling out here. Or maybe, you know, like somebody, yeah, they're about to have to make some type of decision. Mm-hmm. Wow. Three of Swords in the reverse. So somebody's healing. Somebody, you know, could be healing from heartbreak out here. I feel like, you know, yeah, like somebody's not dealing with any more heartbreak. Or, yeah, there's some, you know, heartbreak, heart pain, heartache, you know, that's about to be over. Mm-hmm. Somebody could be born in 1963, or somebody could be 36 years old. Somebody could be 23 years old or 32 years old. But we got Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like trying to defeat somebody, you know, by, you know, like holding back some information from somebody. And I feel like whoever this person is, I feel like that they don't know, you know what I mean, or they don't understand that, you know, like, yeah, that, like, they can't defeat somebody like that, whoever this is, you know. So this is like somebody, you know, that, yeah, like stands on their own 10 toes, you know, yeah, they pay their own bills, you know, they do their own thing. So, you know, how you going to defeat, you know, you're trying to make somebody jealous, you know, but yeah, somebody single, free to mingle, you know, or, you know, somebody just out here, you know, being independent, looking beautiful, looking handsome, you know, yeah, I don't know. Somebody wants somebody to, you know, like be insecure. I feel like it's whoever this person is that's insecure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got Journey. So somebody, yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, is on their spiritual journey out here. June the 10th could be significant. October the 6th could be significant. So somebody could be a Libra or a Scorpio. Something, you know, could take place by October. October the 2nd is significant. February the 10th is significant. June the 3rd. June the 10th. June the 2nd. February the 3rd could be significant. June the 2nd could be significant. February the 6th could be significant. Yeah, somebody's holding back some information. I don't know if somebody, you know, was going to, you know, like, journey towards somebody, you know, to reveal some information. Mm-hmm. Somebody definitely, yeah, could be, you know, like holding back, you know, like some information about where they're going, or, you know, like what they're doing. I feel like yeah, but somebody knows where somebody's going. Somebody knows what somebody's doing. But with this Six of Cups, there definitely, yeah, could be somebody from the past, you know, that wants to, you know, like confess, you know, like their feelings for somebody. So somebody just needs to be aware. But we got adjudication. So somebody, you know, could have to go to court. There's two people, a man and a woman, and standing in front of the judge. So there could be, you know, like a man and a woman, you know, that could be involved in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Or this could be, you know, like, yeah, like a couple, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, the divine feminine and divine masculine standing in front of, you know, like the judge, you know, to, you know, possibly, you know, like receive, you know, like some type of information. This could have something to do, you know, like with a spiritual connection, you know. There could be a spiritual connection that, yeah, is over. Mm-hmm. But somebody definitely, yeah, could have to make a decision, you know, and it definitely could have something to do with court. We got message. So somebody, yeah, could receive a message, you know, like somebody could receive a letter out here. Yeah. Somebody could be born in 1973. Something definitely, yeah, is going to happen in July. Somebody, you know, could have, yeah, we got another message. So something about, yeah, message after message. So maybe somebody, is, like, sending message after message, email after email, or, there could be some incoming messages, This could be, like incoming spiritual messages, incoming spiritual downloads. This could be, emails. There's also somebody that doesn't know whether they, should, like journey towards somebody or write somebody a letter out here. But we got imprisonment, and it came out in the reverse. So somebody don't want to get locked up. Or somebody, could, like be getting out of, like jail or prison. But I feel like somebody definitely doesn't want to get locked up out here. So, somebody, could be, like getting out of, like mental jail or, like spiritual jail. But maybe, somebody, like doesn't learn a lesson, So somebody, could have to, go back and relearn a lesson. Or just be aware, of, going back and, like having to relearn, a lesson. At the bottom of the deck, we have you are about to be showered with blessings. So somebody, could be about to be showered with blessings. So maybe, somebody needs to, like just remain calm. But it goes back to, like somebody, being blessed in front of somebody or some people's faces. Somebody definitely, could have thrown somebody underneath the bus out here. Wow. There could be some type of arguments over lies, that could be taking place. This could have something to do, with somebody's past. Or, this just have something to do, with, like, like somebody knowing that, like somebody's a liar. We got a fake divine counterpart. So, this past person, could be a fake divine counterpart, or, it could be a present person, that could be a fake divine counterpart. I feel like that there definitely, could be a fake divine counterpart, that could want to heal with somebody. Yeah. So somebody, doesn't need to be fooled out here. Somebody definitely, could have been listening to their karmic friends. We got caught on camera. So something, could have gotten caught on camera. Somebody, could have, like got caught, like stealing somebody's mail on camera. We got avoiding conflict. So somebody possibly, could be, like trying to avoid some type of conflict. This could be, like the conflict that they started. But somebody, could be trying to avoid some type of conflict, by wanting to attach to somebody's energy. So somebody, they could have, like a peaceful, calm energy, like somebody, they want to attach to somebody thinking, like it's going to bring them peace. It's going to bring them, calmness. But going back to, like somebody being a lesson or a blessing. Intentions are everything. Yeah, there could be somebody, that could be unaware, of like their impact on other people's lives. So there is somebody, that, like they could be, spreading, like false narratives or, like negativity, talking about somebody's name in a negative way to other people, to cause, those people that don't even know somebody, to, look at somebody, like sideways. Yeah, whoever this is, they're struggling, with self-acceptance out here. Whoever this person is, they're a cocky backstabber. And they definitely, have hidden motives. So be aware. Something about, a deadbeat father or mother out here. So I did pick up on, somebody, the mother of somebody's child. Yeah, somebody, could be avoiding, like expressing, like their emotions out here. Yeah, but somebody definitely, thrives on gossip, and they definitely, crave attention out here. And then we have black magic and spells at the bottom of the deck. So somebody definitely, could have been doing some type of black magic and spells. I don't know, somebody, was gossiping and saying that somebody, was doing some black magic and spells. But somebody definitely is about to be showered with blessings. I feel like, going back to, like somebody's intuition is on point. Somebody's third eye is open. Yeah, somebody, could have already spoke some type of truth about all of this, to somebody, So this could be, like somebody's life, Somebody could be angry. We got August, so something, could take place by August. Be aware, because there definitely is somebody that's trying to, like, control the situation that's already done out here. Somebody's life is, uncontrollable. So, Tower moment. But somebody's life is already uncontrollable. It's giving me, the tower, leaning, leaning and leaning and leaning and leaning until, officially, it falls down. So that's what I feel like, the big tower moment is, like, like a big ass, crash down, a big fall. Somebody, could be about to take a big fall out here. We got the Ice Queen. So this gives me Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Somebody could be 41 years old. But somebody, somebody, could be, like, I'm not gonna say, like cold-hearted, but this is like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me 3 times. Yeah, we know what J. Cole says, So, like somebody, could just be in this cold energy because, somebody, is not going to be fooled. Going back to, like somebody, being told, don't be fooled. The fact of the matter is, people can want to call somebody, like, cold all they want, but she got a crown on. We got bondage, but it came out in the reverse. So somebody, could be being released, from some type of bondage, some type of stronghold out here. Somebody could be born in 1986, but I really don't take these in the reverse. So somebody, could be, like under bondage out here. Somebody's hands are definitely, tied when it comes to a situation. So this is like somebody, wanting to stay attached to somebody's energy, and they have hidden intentions. They have, calculated motives, their intuition, their intentions, are, not pure. And so, either somebody's a lesson to people or a blessing to people. So, somebody, could be being, being used, like as a lesson to a lot of people and a blessing to a lot of people at this time. But it's also too, yeah, like somebody's hands, you know, could be tied, you know, when it comes, you know, like to helping some people. So whoever these people are, you know, yeah, they have to gather up, you know, their faith. You know what I mean? They have to figure out if they have some first, you know, or these are some people that, yeah, like they won't help. Yeah, they got to go to the Most High God, you know. Something about, yeah, somebody's faith. There could be people, you know, they want to, you know, like attach to somebody's energy, you know, because of, you know, yeah, somebody's faith out here. But going back to, yeah, the cultural, the cultural differences, you know. So there, you know, somebody, you know, could have cultural differences, you know, from, you know, like whoever these people are. But yeah, we got imprisonment. So somebody, you know, could get out, yeah, and go right back. So this could be a part of, you know, like somebody's lesson out here. And somebody's hands, yeah, they're going to be tied, you know, when it comes, you know, like to this situation. I don't know, you know, if somebody, you know, yeah, trying to kidnap somebody, so be aware. But yeah, there goes that message again. You definitely, yeah, could be seeing 777 a lot. We got thief. So somebody's a thief out here. Somebody, yeah, could have stole somebody from somebody, you know, like in the past. But just be aware, because somebody, you know, yeah, could be trying to, you know, like steal from somebody. Could be trying to journey towards somebody, you know, like to rob somebody. Or somebody, yeah, they're just trying to rob somebody, you know, of like their blessings. But I don't like this thief with this bondage, this tying up card. So yeah, be aware. We got ritual. This ritual card is a number 44. So somebody, you know, could be a master number 44. But yeah, this ritual card, it's a good ritual, because if y'all see, it's white smoke. So yeah, something about, yeah, somebody's protection out here. But yeah, there could be some type of differences in, you know, like beliefs out here. Maybe that's what somebody's angry about. I feel like, yeah, like somebody's angry, you know, because like they could be trying to do some stuff to somebody, and, you know, it's like it's not working. And then we got message again. So somebody, yeah, like somebody receiving multiple messages, or somebody receiving multiple signs, you know, somebody, yeah, somebody, you know, could have, you know, yeah, like tried to warn somebody multiple times about what was to come, you know. Yeah, we got chakras, and then we got Ice King. Somebody, you know, would benefit, you know, like with cleansing their chakras. But I feel like yeah, like somebody, you know, yeah, they could be trying to do some type of black magic and spells, you know, like to affect somebody's chakras out here. We got poverty. So somebody definitely is being protected, you know, from you know, a lot of stuff. But I feel like it's because, you know, like somebody, yeah, they're being used as a lesson or a blessing, you know. So yeah, why wouldn't the Most High, you know, God, you know, protect somebody, you know, if the Most High God, you know, is using them, and not, you know, using them as, yeah, y'all know what I'm saying. But yeah, there goes that please help. So somebody, you know, could have gotten out of jail or prison, you know, and yeah, they living in poverty. Somebody, you know, could possibly, yeah, go back, you know, and they're still living in poverty. So yeah, we got unbothered. So somebody, you know, could be, yeah, like in this unbothered energy out here, or that's what somebody's being told to do, stay in this unbothered energy, or get in this unbothered energy. But we got actual money. So somebody, you know, yeah, could be about to receive, you know, yeah, somebody's about to be showered with some blessings out here. You could be seeing the angel number 8111. You could be seeing 111. Yeah, intuition. And then we got awakening. So somebody, you know, could be going through an awakening. Somebody could be going through, you know, like another awakening. You know, we go through many awakenings, you know, like on our spiritual journey. We got a Scorpio Sagittarius cusper, so there could be a Scorpio Sagittarius cusper that could be involved. You could be a Scorpio Sagittarius cusper. Something could take place by Scorpio season or Sagittarius season. But yeah, stereotyping somebody only set somebody apart from the rest out here. And there is somebody, you know, that, yeah, is plagued by guilt. We got Cancer season. So yeah, we are in Cancer season. So something definitely, yeah, could take place, you know, at any moment. But whoever this is that could be plagued by guilt, they could be ready to speak up. Whoever this person is, you know, yeah, they could look good on the outside, but they're ugly on the inside. So something about, yeah, smoke and mirrors. Yeah, don't let the appearance fool you. Wow. Somebody, you know, could get be questioned by law officials out here. So that goes hand in hand with, yeah, like somebody throwing somebody under the bus. Somebody, you know, is going to be questioned by law officials. We got a ritual sacrifice. So yeah, I mean, we do got ritual right here. So somebody, you know, could have, yeah, done some type of ritual sacrifice. We did see, you know, the black magic and spells card. But with this ritual sacrifice, it gives me, you know, like, yeah, like somebody, you know, like trying to, you know, like sacrifice somebody, you know, and yeah, like yeah, like they can't do it. But yeah, like when you know, that the energy, you know, has to go somewhere. So wherever that energy is going, I don't know if it's to somebody baby mama, you know, if it's somebody's daddy, you know, if, yeah, like somebody's about to get locked up for life, you know, but yeah, I feel like that somebody, you know, is doing, you know, what they're supposed to be doing, you know, so yeah, and somebody, you know, is heavily protected while doing so. So yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could have told, you know, like many consistent stories out here. And so, yeah, people, you know, could be, yeah, like seeing somebody, you know, like falling victim to their own negative projections. So, yeah, the energy went somewhere. Whoever this is, yeah, they didn't know that they had to pay up. So, yeah, I don't know if somebody, you know, thought that, well, I ain't going to pay them their money back, you know what I mean? And so, yeah, okay, so you're going to have to pay it back, you know, in time, you know what I mean, as far as being locked up. Or you gonna pay it back through, yeah, your kid, you know what I mean, being sick and woo yada yada. But somebody definitely, yeah, could be blame storming out here. Or there's some people that, yeah, like who can they blame, you know? Or somebody, yeah, they blame, you know, everybody else but themselves for why, you know, they're going through what they're going through. But just be aware. Because somebody, you know, could be trying to, you know, yeah, like come up with who can they blame, you know, for why, you know, somebody got thrown under the bus. So going back to, you know, like somebody trying to, you know, bring in some type of confession, you know, trying to bring in some type of gift or some type of, you know, flowers or whatever. But whoever this is, regardless of who they're trying to, you know, figure out who to blame, this is somebody, you know, that's spiritually in debt out here. So yeah, they didn't think that they had to pay up spiritually. Wow, we got cat got their tongue. So yeah, somebody definitely, yeah, could be scared to speak. So somebody, you know, could have been ready to speak up until, you know, they yeah, the last move that they made, you know, could have been the worst move ever made. And now, you know, yeah, cat got their tongue. They're scared to speak. Yeah, but this is somebody, you know, that, yeah, that looks good on the outside, but they're, yeah, like ugly on the inside. There could be somebody or some people, you know, that could look at somebody, you know, like an unsolicited, you know, advice giver. But no, somebody, you know, was sent to be a lesson or a blessing. Y'all wanted to be up in somebody's energy, didn't you? So don't be up in somebody's energy hollering about, we didn't ask them. Yeah, well then go find somebody else's energy to be up in. Yeah. Because whoever this is, you know, that people look at as an unsolicited advice giver, yeah, they receive, you know, messages, you know, from, yeah, their spiritual team. Angel Gabriel brings messages straight from God, you know, to, yeah, whoever this is. There's somebody that, yeah, is supposed to be on their spiritual journey, and they're too busy, doing everything wrong and nothing right. So yeah, they're stacking up spiritual debt. And whoever this is, yeah, they're stuck in denial. There could be some people, that, yeah, again, look at somebody, like that they're an unsolicited advice giver when somebody's bringing messages straight from God, that, yeah, are stuck in denial about, somebody bringing these messages. So yeah, it makes sense why somebody, yeah, message after message after message, sign after sign after sign. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's somebody that finds other people's misery and pain entertaining out here. I don't know, if, yeah, like, whoever this is, they feel like, that somebody finds, like, people's misery and pain entertaining. Because I don't feel like somebody's laughing. I feel like somebody's really trying to help somebody or some people. But maybe, it's the truth, how somebody, says it, Maybe it's not what somebody says, but it could just be, like somebody's delivery that makes, like somebody or some people feel like, that, yeah, like somebody, it's funny to somebody or whatever. But I don't feel like somebody's laughing. Yeah. Whoever this is, yeah, they lack ambition. They have no clear goals out here. Mm-hmm. So going back to, yeah, somebody that lacks ambition. So yeah, they would be in an entitlement mindset, people owe them, the world owes them. Yeah, and whoever this is, they don't have no clear goals, so they don't know where they're going, they don't know what they're doing, they don't, yeah. So they looking at somebody like an unsolicited advice giver. If I was them, I would take any advice, that I could, if it's helping me and not harming me. Mm-hmm. So yeah. Somebody is being told, like, to stay consistent, you know what I mean, and stay strong out here. So yeah, whoever these people are, yeah, I feel like somebody don't have to do nothing. There's a big ass tower moment that's about to take place, and it ain't gonna feel good for whoever these people are. But yeah, there's some drama, that's about to be over for somebody. Mm-hmm. Yeah, whoever this is that lacks ambition and has no clear goals, yeah, they want to make somebody feel like that they're not enough. How? How? There could be some people, that could, yeah, be in somebody's ear, like, yeah, they just, they're an unsolicited advice giver. They're just trying to make you feel like that you're not enough. No, the person already feels like that they're not enough. So in turn, yeah, they try to make other people, that are secure feel like that they're not enough. So yeah, that's why I said, yeah, it doesn't work on whoever this is, because whoever's resonating with this message is secure. So there is no person that can make, a secure person feel like that they're not enough. Somebody knows that they're enough. Mm-hmm. Wow, we got freedom. So somebody definitely, yeah, could be about to be free, of, yeah, like some drama. But yeah, like somebody, they could have, like gotten free, from, this could be, physical jail or prison, spiritual jail, mental jail, only to be about to go back. Or, like somebody's free, but they're still, yeah, in a mental jail, they can't get out of something. They can't get out of some type of mindset. They can't get out of some type of, like lifestyle. Whoever this is, yeah, like they choose, what is it? What am I trying to say? They choose, yeah, they choose an image, you know what I mean? Over, like their well-being, over their health, Yeah, going back to, whoever this is, they look good on the outside, but they're ugly on the inside. Mm-hmm. This is somebody, that could possibly feel like that about, like whoever this ice queen is, because, yeah, they not going, you know what I mean? You can't fool, them. Yeah, you can't play a player, So somebody definitely needs to know that, yeah, somebody, has earned every single blessing that they will receive out here. Mm-hmm. Somebody, needs to know that, yeah, like their energy is being restored. So, if it's whoever was doing the black magic and spells, yeah, somebody's energy, could be being restored. So, or this is, yeah, like energy vampires, draining the shit out of somebody, somebody's energy is being restored. Mm-hmm. We got a job or a career opportunity. So somebody, could be about to, receive some type of job or a career opportunity out here, or just be aware, of somebody, that, they don't have anything to offer, trying to act like that they got something to offer somebody. But we got lie detector test taken. So somebody, could have taken some type of lie detector test. Somebody, could have, some type of job or a career opportunity, and it has something to do, with lie detector tests. Or this is, like somebody, somebody's job or career opportunity, like spiritually, would be, like a spiritual detective, a spiritual investigator. But somebody definitely is carrying a heavy burden, and it's called regret out here. Somebody going back to, being questioned by law officials, so somebody, could have been questioned by law officials, and, they could have taken some type of lie detector test. But we got the jealousy game, so somebody definitely, wants to play the jealousy game. Or somebody, they were trying to play the jealousy game, with somebody, that's secure, okay in their skin. Wow. So while, somebody earned every lesson that they will receive, there's somebody or some people that are falling from grace. So whoever this is falling from grace, I feel like they're trying to, they want to attach to somebody's energy, or they want to stay attached to somebody's energy. We got on a secret mission. So there could be somebody, that could be on a secret mission, whoever this is. So I feel like somebody just needs to be aware. We got the wax and gibbous moon phase. So something, could take place, during the wax and gibbous moon phase. But we got all money ain't good money. So be aware. Because somebody, could try to bring forth, like some type of, like opportunity, some type of offer, but it ain't, you know what I mean? They don't have nothing to offer. So how they gonna bring, any type of opportunity if they lack ambition and have no clear goals? So be aware. Yep, somebody's being told, like to protect their peace out here. You could have, like ringing ears at this time. So somebody, is being told, like to pay attention. There could be some incoming, like spiritual messages, that could be taking place as well, from, so somebody, could receive some, incoming spiritual messages from, like their ancestors, their spirit guides, or even, like their loved ones. But we got a swift change is coming. So swift change, big tower moment, but I feel like like this big tower moment is not going to be good for whoever this is. Because somebody's boundaries are being violated. So enough is enough. And somebody is exhibiting, mental strength out here. So whatever somebody or some people are trying to do, it's to disturb somebody's mental. But somebody's continuing to stay strong and staying consistent, And so I feel like like what they're doing, they're trying to defeat somebody, with like childish shit, I don't know, this is weird. So we got ego death. So somebody, could be going through, like some type of ego death. We got obsessed women, so there could be a lot of women that could be obsessed with somebody out here. I don't know, if somebody, is freeing themselves, from, like some type of obsessed women out here. But we got unexpected income is coming your way. So there could be some unexpected income that definitely, could be coming somebody's way out here. And this definitely, could be a part of, like some blessings, that somebody has earned. But there is somebody that definitely could be, like denying involvement. So it goes back to, people blame storming. Who can we blame? But they still falling from grace. So somebody, wanting to deny their involvement, they still falling from grace. So they don't have no favor. And there is no mercy that's going to be shown on whoever these people are. Big ass tower moment. But we got a drama king. So be aware of whoever this drama king is, denying their involvement. This is somebody, that somebody, could have worked with. That's for somebody, not everybody. But, be aware of whoever this drama king is, because they definitely, could be trying to come in, with some small talk. Trying to come in with some flowers, So, somebody's being told to protect their peace. We got medicine. Yeah. I can't make it up. Yeah, they're getting a dose of their own medicine, spiritually and physically. Mm-hmm. There could be some type of restraining order papers, that could be coming somebody's way. Somebody worships false gods out here, or there's somebody, they lied and said that somebody worships false gods, but somebody worships false gods, they're doing black magic and spells. So be aware, because whoever this is, they could try to butter somebody up. I got some flowers. Yeah, we got a Pisces, Aries, Cusper out here. Be aware, because here goes this business proposition. And then divine feminine. So you could be a divine feminine, or this is about a divine feminine. Yeah, somebody's gossiping and spreading rumors out here. Or there could be people that lying and saying, that a divine feminine, is gossiping and spreading rumors. But somebody thrives on gossip. Yeah, we got March. So yeah, something, could have taken place in March. Somebody, could have violated somebody's boundaries in March. But yeah. Divine feminine, divine masculine, yeah, you can read people like a book. Especially whoever this is that's denying involvement. Especially whoever this drama king is. Somebody's first, middle, last name could start with a Z. Yeah. Somebody, could have to, start all over. So that could be why somebody, could be trying to come towards somebody. But yeah, the birds are chirping. Somebody, could be seeing a lot of birds. Somebody could be hearing a lot of birds. We got 1 to 5 years. So somebody, possibly, could get, like 1 to 5 years locked up. There could be some unexpected income that could be coming somebody's way, and this unexpected income, could be like back pay or something like that. So, like somebody, was owed money, 5 years ago, or somebody, could just receive, like some back pay. But this is also too, somebody possibly, getting, like 1 to 5 years. So somebody, could get out of jail or prison and then, go back. But yeah, we got red flags. Because somebody, wasn't paying attention to the red flags. But just be aware, if somebody, trying to, bring forth some type of, proposition, like some type of offer or something like that. Just pay attention to the red flags. But yeah, whoever these people are, they didn't know that they had to pay up. So somebody, they could, be, they could, whoever this is, I feel like that, somebody, they could be, about to receive, like some heavy karma for the next 1 to 5 years. But somebody, they like to use, like love as a bargaining chip. But yeah, it's conditional love. Yeah. But whoever this is, they've been trying to cloud people's judgment about somebody. So protect your peace. Somebody possibly, could have been pushed past the breaking point. Or somebody, they're trying to, like push somebody past the breaking point out here. But going back to, like somebody, with that thief and that, tying somebody up. I feel like somebody just needs to be aware. Yeah. Somebody definitely needs to be aware that, somebody's lurking on the sidelines. Definitely, could be trying to, like, cloud people's judgments. But somebody, could, like, date a lot of people. Somebody, could date a lot of people online. So something, could happen, from somebody, like, dating a lot of people. We got a Cancer, so heavy Cancer. But we are in Cancer season. Yeah, somebody has been taking a lot of losses out here. Or they're about to. So somebody, is being told, like to focus their mind on manifesting their desires. You could be seeing the angel number 424. Somebody, could have, committed, like government fraud. So somebody, could, get 1 to 5 years, for government fraud. This could also have to do with somebody's job or career. Or somebody, some unexpected income could be coming somebody's way because somebody, could have committed government fraud, like in somebody's name. But somebody definitely, is concerned, with their financial status out here. So somebody possibly, needs to be aware because there could be some type of self-centered conversation, that could be, like coming somebody's way. We got a grandfather, so something about somebody's grandfather could be significant. There could be some unexpected income coming somebody's way from, like somebody's grandfather. Or somebody's grandfather, could be pushed past the breaking point. Somebody's grandfather could be involved, or somebody, could receive, somebody's grandfather could be passed away. So that could be one of, like the passed over loved ones, that could be, trying to communicate with somebody. And so, so somebody's ears could be ringing, that could be a sign, that, like somebody's grandfather, could be trying to communicate with them. That's for somebody, not everybody. But there's somebody or some people that, they're plagued by guilt out here because, stereotyping somebody, only set somebody apart from the rest. And there is somebody or some people that are holding on to past regret, and they are facing failure head on. So somebody definitely needs to know that, they are not responsible for, these people's actions. So, as I always say, y'all, excuse me, keep your head held high and your middle finger higher, and everything's going to turn out in your favor. With that being said, y'all, that's been your message. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.